Why did my light do that? What is wrong with it? Hey, it's LJ and welcome to another edition of LJ Reacts. For those who don't know, this is my little YouTube channel where I kind of go back through time and try and catch up with some of the pop culture that I seem to have missed as I've sort of hit my 20s and my early 30s. Mostly it's music videos I do, but occasionally I'll do sort of other things. I've got a couple of film trailers on my channel, I've got a couple of other things coming up in the near future. However, today it is just a music video. Yeah, it's a music video, and it is a request by someone watching this just like yourself. So if you want me to cover something, feel free to chuck it down in the comments below. I will look at it. If it's something I've not come across before or something I don't think I'm really familiar with, I will give it a shot. If it is something I've come across before, I don't know, maybe I'll try a different take on it. For example, someone suggested In the Inn by Linkin Park. Song I'm very familiar with, so I went and found a different version of it. Probably not as popular as if I'd done the original, but still, I felt I delivered a much more sort of realistic sort of reaction to it because it was something I was considerably less familiar with. That is how this works. Like I said, you can you can chuck suggestions down in the comments below. You can like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ding the bell, because just because you subscribe to me doesn't mean you'll get my videos, because that's not how the algorithm works. And other algorithms are, of course, socials, which are across the top there. Occasionally I do actually make it out of the house. If I'm making it out of the house anytime soon, it will be on my events listing on my Linktree there. As well as all other projects I'm involved with at the minute should be on that Linktree. Other than that, unless you've got some spare change to chuck in the tip jar there, there's very little I've got to say. So let's get on with what I'm getting on with. Like I said earlier, this is a request. Someone actually... it's odd. It was a video I did ages ago. Someone just a couple of weeks ago discovered it. I think because it's been put on a playlist recently by someone else, and they discovered the playlist and they said, "Oh yeah, try this." So I am doing Aesthetic Perfection. Is the name of the group. You may remember those. That was in the opening credits. I sort of have there's a clip of me looking very sort of. I can't do that face without sort of thinking about it too hard, but it basically I listened to this song. I listened to a song by them, and I really didn't know what to make of it. It's not my type of music, but apparently this person, something about my reaction, it very much appealed to them. So they were like, "Can you do this song?" So that is what I'm going to do. I am doing. It's called Goth Summer, which, boy, do I feel like that lately. Heatwave we're having in this country, I'm melting regardless of what color I'm wearing. I remember just walking around sort of festivals at the height of summer, just seeing these goths in all black, thick black with long leather trench coats, thinking, wow, how are you not cooking in that? But still, so yeah, it's a song called Goth Summer by Aesthetic Perfection. For more about them, check out my other reaction video. I did sort of look into them a bit, and I did sort of go into it more. Basically, it's a project by a guy named Danny Graves, and he's the main guy. For this one, hang on a second, let me bring this up here. For this one, he has brought up a guest guitarist by the name of Sebastian Svalland. From groups like Pain and Letters from the Colony, neither of whom I've heard of. So that doesn't mean anything to me, but just means equally clean slate I'm going into this with. So like I said, the first one of his tracks, I really didn't know what to make. It's very sort of electronic heavy. Musically, it's very good, but it just didn't appeal to me. It's not my sort of music. But like I said, this was requested, and I'm very interested to see why, given my reaction to the last video. So this is as much for the requester as it is for me to try and figure out why they requested I do it. So if you're out there, pal, this is for you. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, let's get this on the road.
Hey, Daddy.
Well, that was a weird way to start, apparently. But I am on the right video, although that did sort of that would have made me doubt it had I not got the title right in front of me.
It's not good as new. Not one eye is gonna cry, not one.
So they're going for a very sort of cheap sort of cable TV lower channels. In like where we are in the UK on Sky TV, we've got past about 200. Some of the channels get very obscure, and this is kind of what going through that is like in the middle of the night, I guess.
Seat is gonna be dry when you hear Summer Goth from Aesthetic Perfection. I like a parrot.
Okay, already this feels very different to the previous video in that yeah, it's got like kind of like that surfer vibe. There's no electronics immediately present. So yeah, let's give it a listen. Let's see what it's like.
I like a pair of boots. I like a parasol and sitting by the pool. I like my nails black. I like my palms in green. And when I'm feeling sad, I just need the ocean breeze. I like the darker things in life.
I can see what they're doing. It's like a weird sort of reflection, you know, they're singing about being all gothed up and yet looking like they're going to a Beach Boys concert. I like it. It's fun. It's entertaining. Let's give the song an actual chance now.
No need to tell a lie. Oh, I'm a summer goth. I like vacations in the sun. I like a cocktail full of rum. No, I'm not the only one. Oh, I'm a summer goth.
Yep, that kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't sure if they were going to keep that sort of kind of, is it Calypso sort of style, the steel drums and the bongos there. This is, I feel, going to be very, I don't know. Well, no, that's it. I feel it's going to be very, I don't know, because if they're going to keep sort of changing it up like this. Let's keep this going. So, being trained in basic sort of blues guitar, there's a thing called a slide which goes over your finger, and you basically wrong hand goes over your finger and sort of you kind of work it up and down the fret. It just basically it frets all the strings and gives you a metallic sound. I have seen some interesting things used in place of slides. I've seen beer bottles. I've seen Zippos. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a knife. Does that make them a cut above the rest? No, but that makes that a really awful dad joke that I should be ashamed of, but I'm really not.
I like a paradox. I like a pair of boots.
Oh, please.
I like a parasol. I'm sitting by the pool. There's no need to feel denial. There's no need to feel ashamed. Don't let the world define you. Don't let them make you change. I like the darker things in life, but that don't mean I hate the light. No need to tell a lie. Oh, I'm a summer goth. I like vacations in the sun. I like a cocktail full of rum. No, I'm not the only one. Oh, I'm a summer goth. Sanguin solaire. Sing it! Whoa, I'm a summer goth. Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
And this is so kind of weird. I'm enjoying it. That razor blades have got kind of falling as rain. I feel like quoting Eminem about the cut yourself to feel how much it bleeds, but right. Okay, that's some slightly better CGI stuff shot than I was than I would have expected from this video up to this point. They are kind of going almost sort of sci-fi quality B movie, like sort of what they call with like the Asylum films. They're almost going to that level. But they're doing it. But I feel it actually is one of those videos that costs more than it looks like it costs, and that's so if they're doing this on like a small budget, that's some pretty good CGI. If it's a bigger budget, hopefully it looks like that intentionally. This is. I love how they've sort of did the CGI thing to begin with, and now they're doing all with practical effects. That's I know I'm supposed to be doing this more for the music reviews, but I am. But looking into like the production side of it I'm having fun with this.
What a killer track. That one always knocks me dead. Aesthetic perfection!
I feel that the ending of that could have been a joke I would have cracked, but right, let's get on some thoughts about this, shall we? So that was fun. That was great fun. Well, I appreciated the effort they put into the previous video I reacted. This one, I actually just, the whole thing's just fun. The thumbnail for the video is is it Goth Watch. I'm guessing like a takeoff of Baywatch, which, this is just great fun. And as I've said before, that's sometimes just what you need. I mean, musically, I do love the dichotomy of it being about being, sort of dark and brooding sort of person, loving like the eyeliner and nail polish and the all black, and then just being like, but you know what? I still love a suntan. And not even that, just that with like the kind of Calypso style music is there's not the sort of music I listen to a lot because that's not really my bag, but but there is something about just hearing like those steel drums, and the upstrokes on the guitar. It's just like, yeah, that's just something summery and vacationy about that. You just so yeah, musically, it worked for me a lot better than the previous one, just simply because it's closer to the sort of thing I'd listen to. So I've got it in front of me. Gods and Gold is the previous one I did. If I'm honest, that one felt a lot more epic. This one, that one felt like they were trying, like that's, you've been around. It's either your first single, or you've been around a while and you're really just trying to establish yourself. And so that's the one you release, sort of really break you through. This one, it doesn't quite have that. I mean, yeah, about 10-15 years ago, there was like an attempt for that sort of music to become a thing. I think I even have the Jason Mraz album, whichever one it is that they were trying to make that sort of sound of thing. But yeah, I just, they weren't ready at the time. Maybe their kids will learn. Why am I quoting Back to the Future about an album title I can't even remember? But yeah, as for this song, yeah, I'm happy to whack it at a 7 out of 10. It's good enough to be kind of memorable just because of the subject, but it's not standout other than the fact it's only standout because of what it's about. If the lyrics were slightly different, it's hard to describe, but no, I'm more than happy keeping it at a 7. And with that, that's where the review ends. Yeah. You have, like I said, if this is the sort of content that you enjoy, show me the only way us YouTubers understand, with likes and shares and subscribes. And of course, if there's something you want me to change, or there's something you want me to cover, then chuck it in the comments below. Other than that, you got the socials, you got the link tree, you got the tip jar, and more importantly, you got to wait till next time to hear what I'm doing. Till then, I've been LJ. It's been emotional.
I like a paradox. I like a pair of boots. I like a parasol and sitting by the pool. I like my nails black. I like my palms in green. And when I'm feeling sad,